As we get set for an important game on a Wednesday night in Carrigan, the minor Pee Wee AA Toros take on the Pickering Panthers. And there's only 2 points between these two clubs. With a win, the Toros can tie Pickering. And they've got a couple more big games coming up as well. As we go into Saturday, they play Ajax. And then travel to Belleville on Sunday before heading into their second tournament of the year when they go to golf. Your starting goaltenders tonight will be Drew Dalton for the Toros, and at the other end of the ice, it will be Gilmore in net for Pickering. And there's the drop of the puck. Davidson back to the line for Menko. Thomas Menko dumping it into the zone. Finds Perot as the Toros look for the first opportunity. Nicholas Perot shot. Scores! And the Toros just going against Kingston straight on the first step. Nicholas Perot goes popped up over the glove of Gilmore. And it's 1-0. There was a time when the Toros lost their goal scoring touch. I think that's about done now. After the 7 goals against Kingston, they've gotten off to a good start here against the Panthers. Strips that one into the zone. Back in behind the net. Menko trying to get to the loose puck in behind the goal. Trying to throw it out in front. Fleming trying to get to the loose puck. Drops it into the corner. Trying to set it up in front. Quick shot. And that's going to find the pads of Dalton for a face-off. Another draw coming off to the left of Drew Dalton. Going to be taken by Zenta Evany. Wins the draw back to the line. Quick shot. Going to move it over to the side for McLaughlin. McLaughlin's shot got tipped out in front as Zenta Evany tries to throw it there. Left pad stop. Rebound out in front. And they score right in front of the net on the rebound out in front of the goal. It was number 88 that cast in on that loose puck. That's Lassitz who got the goal. That ties things up here at 1. Lassitz saw that loose puck off the left pad of Dalton and made no mistake to tie things up here. So it's Pro that started things off on the first shift, and Lassitz comes back with a quick answer for Pickering. Sear back in his own end. He's got to hurry on the loose puck. Lassitz is on him. Around the boards it goes, kept in by Desprez. McLaughlin takes a shot stop. There's a rebound on the front from Zenta Evany, and Desprez as he tries to bang it in, and Dalton's got it. Face off coming off to the right of Drew Dalton in the Toros net. Got one there by the Toros as Aiden Howard beats Fleming on the draw. Comes around the boards for Rusler. Toros trying to dig that puck out of the zone. And they get it up there for Perot. Nicholas Perot from center. He's got to try and get around two defense, and he does. He's on his own, but couldn't shoot it as it got swept off his stick in behind the net. Trying to fire it out. That's going to get kept in at the line. Hazelton dropped it back to for Maddox. And now Maddox will clear it up at center. Got it there for Perot, who finds Aiden Howard into the zone. Howard going to the back end, throws it out in front. There was nobody there but a Pickering sweater, but they can't get it out of the zone though. Quick shot from the line, and that got stopped there by Gilmore. It goes behind the net. We had to stop it and play because the net was off the boards. We're back to go here live here at the Gunner B. Ricker. We're 1-1 here, just starting here in the first period. Pickering come up with a loose puck, trying to get away now. There's number 98 with a pass. Right over there, quick shot, right past stop. And Dalton had to look behind him, but luckily for him, there was no puck in behind the goal as he stopped. Number 98 nailed that in front of the net to keep us at 1-1. Zenta Evany will take a draw just off to the right of Dalton. Wins it. Now tried to get to the loose puck. Toros chip it out. Tried to get it past Kruger. That's going to go up and get a high stick down by Cameron Ryan. The Toros touch the puck. It'll be a high stick. We've got another draw to where the high stick took place. Pickering wins that draw. trying to get to the loose puck and move it up through center is Neld. Neld coming into the zone, dropped it back to the line, quick shot, and that got stopped there. That was Neld that took the shot story, but it got stopped there right in front by Galton on that stop. We'll take a draw off to the right in the Toros end. Connor Cole will take it. Fleming will win it, but the Toros Taylor tried to get it out. Fleming with an opportunity out in front, dropped it over to the side. They're banging away at the loose puck, but Dalton's got it. As Pickering were in there looking for the loose puck. Lassitz was looking for his second of the game, but Drew Galton denied him a bad opportunity on that scoring chance out in front. So we'll get another draw off to the left of the goal. One by Pickering. Quick shot from the line. That one's going to get stopped easily there by Galton. He'll take the face off on the Toros end. Toros win that big draw. In the defensive end, Menko rings it around. Express is going to try and kick that one off. Taylor with a lead pass out of the reach of Hannon. There's a lead pass for Lassitz that was out of the reach. Here they come into the zone. Quick shot stopped there by Galton. And he's going to steer it into his equipment for another draw. Had a lot of face-offs here in the game so far as Galton isn't allowing it to rebound out in front. Trying to chip it out of the zone. Here they come up through center with Aiden Howard into the zone with Perot. Howard trying for a shot. That went off the post maybe. Cut down at the line at the face-off circle by Sear. He's going to chip it down low into the corner. Throwing it out in front. Got taken away there and fired out down the ice. First one trying to get back there into the zone is Sear. Connor Sear getting pressured on by Simmons. Around the boards it goes for Perot trying to chip it out. We have 6:10 left to go here in period number one. Of a 1-1 game up there for Perot. He tried to get around McLaughlin for an opportunity. He couldn't make it into the zone. Knocked down here at the Toros bench as they go for a lead pass. Simmons chips out and deeper over the blue line. And the first one trying to get it now is number 81 as he goes back to the line. Using number 89. Fleming tries to throw it out in front. That gets taken away by Perot. And he backhands it past McLaughlin at the line. And out down the ice. For an icing call as Babcock will go back and touch it. Draw off to the right of the goal. One by Pickering. Back to the line for number 25. He's going to use Kruger. Kruger's shot is stopped there easily by Galton. Pickering is throwing a lot of shots on goal. That seems to be their game plan right now. Galton is doing a good job so far. That pass back to the line was out of the reach of number 25. Pressure on by Jackman as he comes in there. Pickering trying to get it out of the zone with a lead pass. First one trying to get to it now is Neld. Neld trying to get around. Maddox with the backhand and it's left pass save. And Galton finds it in the blue paint, not allowing a rebound to Neld that in front of the goal. Then Taverny will take the draw and win it. Back to the line. Poland going for a shot. He moves it over to the other side. Nice play there by Kruger to chip it in deep for Dispes. Dispes trying to get away behind the goal. They got a man sitting out in front of Dispes trying to get to the loose puck. Around the boards it goes. Bowen's going to try and keep it in, and he will. He uses his size and was able to keep it in at the line. Taylor on the other side tried to chip it past Kruger. Took him into the boards. Starts it up the other way with Connor Cole. Cole getting some help with Hannon into the zone. Cole taking it to the net with a backhand. That went wide of the net. Hannon will pick up the loose puck in the corner. Go back to the line. Quick shot from Davidson. Steered aside there by Gilmore behind the net. Toros still digging on the loose puck and behind the goal. Trying to start something. But Pickering come away with the loose puck. Dispersed over to the side for Lassitz. Lassitz coming in over the blue line. Puts the brakes on. Toros gets the loose puck with Connor Cole. Coming up there with Taylor. Cole coming in over the blue line. Couldn't shoot the puck. That gets swept all the way down. Galton will come out of his net to play it. Drops it back for Shearer, who makes a nice turnaround move and was able to start the breakout for Trent Taylor. Taylor up there for Perot coming into the zone with Parker Rizzler. Perot with the breaks off from the face-off circle. Uses the boards to put it behind the net. Trying to get now is Aiden Howard to get on the loose puck and chip it free. A man sitting out in front of the net was Perot, but he couldn't pull to his forehand. Kept in at the line. Tucked away there by Fleming. Gonna go back to the line for Babcock. Loses it to Perot. Nicholas Perot coming into the zone. Drop pass for Howard. Couldn't shoot it, but Parker Ruzler gets the loose puck. He couldn't find it in a maze of players. Pickering come up with a loose puck at center. Coming up into the zone is number 17. Simmons with a shot. Steered aside easily there by Galton into the corner. Goes in behind the net. Trying to strip it up there for Connor Sear. Sear uses the boards to dump it down the ice. Kaneko will pick it back up in his own end. Howard trying to dig that puck free from two Pickering players. And here they come at center. Coming up into the zone. Some nice moves by number 89. Uses the line for Neld. They got Neld in front. Backhand shot. That's going to be an easy stop for Galton. But he puts it behind the net. He's still alive. And Pickering have the loose puck. Trying to go back to the line. He's going to use Bowen at the line. Bowen's shot's going to go in on net. And should go wide of the goal. Now it'll be there in the corner. Try for a drop pass for St. Ivany. Toros get the loose puck and dump it down. And it's not enough to go for icing. Back to pick it up there is Boland in his own end. 1:56 left to go here in period number 1. Getting it over there for number 98, who dumps it into the corner. Neld. Kept behind the net. Big opportunity. Neld at the side of the goal. Stopped there by Galton. A huge stop there at the side of the net, as it looked like Neld had the far corner targeted for the go-ahead goal, but Galton came up with a huge stop again. Jackman. Logan Jackman with some nice moves. He finally broke his goal-scoring slump in the last game, scoring one of the 7 goals against Kingston. Sabrizi backhands it into the corner. Trying to get it out there is Menko at the line. Keeps it in there for Sabrizi. Ben Sabrizi throws it at the net. And he tried to find Cameron Ryan. Hopped over his stick. Jackman and Cameron Ryan digging on the loose puck. Cameron Ryan got taken down. Pickering got the loose puck. Under a minute left to go. We've reached the last minute of play. Boland chips that into the corner. Fleming will go in there, tries to set it up in front. Fleming got taken down off his feet. Toros get the loose puck with Cameron Ryan. Toros just trying to survive the first period here. Bowen tries to take Jackman into the boards. Jackman finds some open ice and dumps it down. Sabrizi trying to get away from McLaughlin. And he'll chip it down the ice. McLaughlin goes to either the side as they try that breakout. That breakout got broken up at center by Jack Hannon. Lasses takes his man into the boards over there at the penalty box area. 15 seconds left to go. Picked up in his own end by Menko. Menko tries for a pass there for Taylor as he comes up in. Fred Taylor rings it past St. Ivany down the ice. That should do it for period number 1. And Connor Cole gets taken off his feet in behind the net. Big opportunity for Ford, but he's not going to be able to shoot it before the buzzer. An entertaining first period. One where the Toros were on their heels for a little bit, but they were able to survive period number 1 with a 1-1 tie. Off at center. Connor Cole puts it back in behind the net. Around the boards it goes, trying to get it out now is Lassett. Pulling it aside. Big stop there from Gilmore. Forward with a shot. Fires it wide of the net. Hannon chips it back in behind the net. Back there for Connor Cole trying to get away. Taylor trying to dig it out of the corner. Chips it past forward down the ice. Sear puts it back in behind the net. Chipping it out. Corner Cole at center. Cole coming up into the zone. He's getting some help with Hannon. Gets around Babcock into the corner. trying to throw it at the front. Babcock pins him against the boards and behind the goal. Taylor trying to set it free. Connor Cole's got it, wrapping it around at the front. Couldn't get the first shot away. Still banging away at it. Gilmore's got that, but the puck's still live. Kept in the line with Hazelton. Hazelton trying to shoot it. That's going to get chipped out. Here comes Despress at center. Despress is trying to beat Ethan Maddox. He's got Fleming going to the net as well. Over there for Fleming in. Stop there by Gordon with a huge stop. What a big save by Drew Gordon. Now Fleming. Fleming looked like he had him beaten. Drew Gordon was able to come up with a huge save. And if you rewind back to Pickering, he came up with a big save in that game as well. Trying to dig that puck free. Other side of the net. Quick shot got blocked there by the Toros before it hit Golden. Toros went off on a line change. Rusler comes onto the ice. Parker Rusler comes up at center. Rusler comes up into the zone. In over the blue line with a pass for Hazelton. Hazelton's shot got blocked there by Kruger. Hazelton looked like he might have had an open lane, but Kruger was able to get enough of that, and Zentavany was offside. Face off at center there by Pickering, wins it into the jaw. Palella with a lead passes out of the reach there. Zentavany rolls in on goal for Golden to make the stop, and he holds on to it. Face off at center. Quick shot over to the line for Palella. Trying to shoot it. Got blocked. Zentavany on a backhand. Turned over there to the Toros. Trying to come up into the zone. Aiden Howard. Knocked down there by Bowen in his own end. Bowen taken off his feet there by Howard. Trying to stuff it out of front. He was up against the post with Gilmore. And we're going to get a first penalty maybe, or it might have been an injury timeout. Let's see what's going to happen here. No, we just got a whistle on the injury, so we'll still play 5-on-5 hockey. Cameron Ryan takes a draw against Fleming. Trying to win that draw. Goes back to the line for Kruger. Kruger leading it up with a pass for Fleming up into the zone. Chip pass knocked down by Davidson at center. And Kruger will pick it up and dump it down the ice. Puts it in behind the net. Back behind the goal. Davidson rings it around the boards. Tipped in. That was Kruger throwing it at the net. Tipped in on goal. Stop there, rebound out in front, just wide of the net. And then they try the bank shot at the side of the goal. That doesn't pay off. Leading it up to Cameron Ryan and Jackman. Logan Jackman on the loose puck. Winding up with a shot. Blocker stop there from Gilmore. Jackman will be on the loose puck. Trying to take Kruger off his feet. Over there for Fleming as he picks it up. Fleming with a drop pass for Lassett's trying to shoot it. Rolls it in easily for Galton to make the stop. Face off at center, just offside the left of Galton as it goes back in behind the net. Ford working on his man in the corner as they try and throw it at the front. Toros trying to dig the puck free in the corner. Comes free to the Toros. Perot trying to get around Babcock with a nice flip to himself. Perot comes up into the zone. Nicholas Perot getting some help with Howard. But here comes Simmons over there for Kruger. Kaneko, sorry, that was at the blue line. Kaneko tried to bring it in. Now Zentavany will chip it into the Toros end. Taking it back in behind the goal is Sear trying to get it out. Connor Sear with a lead pass. Gets knocked down by Babcock at the penalty box. It goes up and over the glass and out of play. We'll get another draw just inside the penalty box. Draw just inside the Pickering blue line to be taken by Cole. Connor Cole wins it back to the line for Hazelton. He brings it in. Jack Hazelton, drop pass for Hannon, trying to shoot it. Takes it closer in, shot, and a big stop there from Gilmore as Hannon tried to score from the bad angle there. He was able to get a good shot away, but Gilmore was up to the task and made that big stop there in the glove. Held it for a face-off. which will take place right off to the right of the goal. Cole tries to win it. He does, but they still keep it in the zone. Here comes Fleming. Digging away at the loose puck. Trying to get it free is Connor Cole. Getting it away from Fleming into the zone. There's a lead pass at center for Taylor. He couldn't go with it as it gets chipped up there. And Kruger was able to knock it down on that high pass. And Pickering started up on a 2-on-2 the other way into the Toros end. Number 89 hopped over his stick. The only goal scorers were Perot in the first period on the first shift of the game that made it 1-0. And then Lassitz ties things up here for Pickering before only about a couple of minutes after that as that puck's in the corner. Trying to dig the puck out, puts it back behind the net. There's a man sitting right in front for Fleming, and Dalton made the stop, and then it popped up into his glove. He took it easily for another draw. Babcock dumps it into the zone. Rings it around the boards back and behind the net. Kept in there by McLaughlin. His quick shot gets blocked there by the Toros. Davidson got taken off his feet as it goes back in behind the net. Menko rings it around the boards. Trying to chip it down low is Despres. Despres tries to throw it out in front. McLaughlin puts it back from behind the net. So here's McLaughlin at the line. His quick shot, tipped out in front, wide of the goal as Lassitz was looking for a rebound. A man sitting out in front, backhand shot, big save there by Dalton out in front of the goal. On the rebound out in front. Drew Dalton is still standing on his head in the Toros end, keeping this at 1-1. We'll get our first penalty of the game on that play as well. It's going to go to Ben Sabrizi, so all that Pickering pressure is going to lead to a power play now. Boland uses Palella on the other end. Palella's shot goes into Dalton for another face-off. Face-off got won there by the Toros. Forward brings it around the boards. Trying to get it out. Can't get it past Palella. They're still digging on the loose puck, trying to get it free. And they finally were able to get it. Thought it was able to get out, but still stays in the zone. Simmons takes it behind the net. Simmons going for a wraparound, and that doesn't work. Perot trying to get away. It's going to be another penalty. This one's going to go to Pickering. So we'll play 5-on-5, 4-on-4 hockey once this puck gets touched up by Boland. And then the Toros will have a power play for 35 seconds. Yeah, if all things work out, the Toros will have a power play for 35 seconds. It'll come back to the line with a draw just inside Gilmore. Coming back up through center. Here comes the opportunity for number 98 to get away. Lassitz, sorry, that was 88. Coming up into the zone now. With some nice moves is Kruger into the zone. Kruger going to the backhand, throws it in front, big stop, rebound out in front of the goal. Kruger tried to put that one in. He was the one that tied things up back when the Toros played in Pickering not too long ago. Around the boards it goes, number 89 trying to throw it in there. Uses the boards back down low for Nell, trying to walk it out in front. Babcock's going to keep that one in at the line. Babcock trying to shoot it on this 4-on-4 opportunity. Quick shot, and it got kicked aside there by Dalton. Back in behind the net. It's all Pickering right now. Toros just trying to survive. They dump it out for Rizzler, who's going to skate it at center. Parker Rizzler dumps it down the ice and goes off on a line change. And it'll go for icing. Another draw coming off. And another draw won by Pickering. They should have a very good face-off percentage here tonight. They've won a lot of draws in the Toros end. Zenta Avenue going back to the line for Boland. Boland trying to take a shot through the net. Tipped and scores! Tipped out in front of the net. I believe that might have been Despres out in front of the net, number 93, that got his stick on that tipped it in past the glove of Dalton to make it 2-1. So now the Toros have got to play comeback down by a goal. Down for the first time in the game. Taylor tries to get to the loose puck along with Connor Cole. Picked up there by Boland at center. Boland with a nice move to chip it by his man. Comes up into the zone. Boland going there with St. Anthony. Rolls it in on goal. Stopped there by Dalton for a face-off. Face-off coming off to the right of the goal. Cole's going to take it against Lassitz. Trying to ring it around the boards. Can't get it past Taylor. Pickering will knock it down at center. Here they come into the zone with Connor Cole, trying to get around McLaughlin. Cole's on his own. Can't fire it in. He had Gilmore beat off to the right, but just missed sweeping that into the open goal. Sears tries to pick up the loose puck. Driven into the boards by Simmons, and there's no penalty on the call right in front of the penalty box. Sears makes his way back to his feet. Taylor tries to keep it into the zone. Swept down the ice. Ford will pick that one up. Coming up now is Hannon. Jack Hannon with a 3-on-2 rush, dumps it into the corner. Puts it back in behind the net. There for Cole, trying to dig it free. He's got Taylor right in front. Chet Taylor trying to bang it in from the side. And Gilmore's up against the post to make the stop. Trying to get around from Boland. Cole's getting pushed over. Man in the front. Gage Ford. Shot. Stopped there by Gilmore. As Ford was stopped point blank. Cole trying to get to the loose puck against Kaneko. It'll come free here for Pickering. Here comes Simmons into the zone. Simmons trying to shoot it. Rolled in on goal. Stopped there by Golden, and he'll hop on the loose puck for a face-off. We'll play 5-on-5 hockey. It'll be coincidental minors. Simmons for Pickering, and Connor Shear went to the box for the Toros on the scrum that happened after the whistle. Opportunity for St. Ivany shot. Stopped there easily by Galton. Aiden Howard trying to get away at center. Trying to get around St. Ivany, and he'll tip it deeper into the corner. Back in behind the net, Aiden Howard tries to get to the loose puck with Perot. Perot trying to strip the puck free. Couldn't get it out. Here comes Neld with a drop pass for St. Ivany. He'll use the boards to dump it into the zone. So Howard trying to get it free. Aiden Howard with a drop pass. That's going to roll into the zone. Neld will pick it up. So Lassus will pick it up. Lassus' pass for Fleming was touched up. We might get a... Thought that was a call for too many men. It is. St. Ivany is going to go to the box for the too many men on the ice call. So it'll be a bench minor going to Pickering, and the Toros have got to try and make them pay for the bad line change. It'll be a draw coming back up through right in front of the Toros bench. And it'll be Cameron Ryan taking it against Fleming. Wins it. Back there for Hazelton. Trying to dump it into the zone, but Maddox couldn't take the pass. Ethan Maddox on the other side, trying to move it there. There's Cameron Ryan at center, coming up and over the blue line. Chips it there for Jackman. Logan Jackman into the corner for Cameron Ryan. He's got Sabrizi at the front. A Pickering player's lost his glove. Sabrizi at the front. Right pad stop there from Gilmore. Point blank. Jackman will go into the corner. Jackman. Logan Jackman fires it down low there for Cameron Ryan as he takes that pass. Getting worked over by Babcock, and Cameron Ryan gets away. Throws it in front. Sabrizi shot stopped there by Gilmore, and Gilmore will hop on it for a draw. 1:25 left to go here on the Toros power play. 3:50 left to go here in period number 2. And a big defensive win there. Hazelton, other side for Maddox. Maddox tries to get it through. That got blocked. Still on the feet there for Cameron Ryan. He couldn't sweep it in. Cameron Ryan got driven into the boards. Toros gets the loose puck. Cameron Ryan's getting back to his feet. Jackman's got the loose puck. Logan Jackman trying to chip it around the net for Sabrizi. Sabrizi there gets around Kruger. Sabrizi took his man down. Comes back in behind the net. Ben Sabrizi back to the line for Hazelton. Quick shot. Tipped out of front. Stopped it by Gilmore. There's a rebound out of front of the net. The Toros can't sweep in. Sabrizi trying to get to the loose puck. Boland gets taken into the board. Kept in at the line by Maddox as he tries to hold it in at the line. Kept in there by Sabrizi. Benjamin Sabrizi finds Maddox as they try and keep it in there. Again, Jackman holds it in. Logan Jackman strips it back behind the net. There's Sabrizi behind the goal trying to get with Cameron Ryan. Despresso will find it and dump it down the ice. Galton comes out to stop it in his own end. Goes for that high lead pass over everybody. Kruger will take it back in his own end. 20 seconds left. Hannon gets away. Jack Hannon on his own. Goal! Jack Hannon on the power play has tied things up. He stripped the defenseman on the puck and made no mistake on the breakaway. We are tied at 2 and they're going to see victory. Hannon ties things up with 2:38 left to go here in the second period. Up there for Taylor. Trent Taylor looking for more. He got a shooter on the forehand. Puts it behind the net. Taylor trying to get away from Babcock in the corner. Getting some help with Connor Cole, who digs it free behind the goal. Throws it out in front for Davidson. James Davidson goes back to the line. Menko winds up with a shot. Tipped out in front for Cole. Cole trying to stuff it in from the side. Got stuffed there with a left pad of Gilmore. Cole out in front. Nobody there as Davidson couldn't hold it. And we're going to get a penalty coming up here for cross-checking. And it's going to go to Zent Ivany. So the Toros are going back to the power play. It'll be the second penalty in a row for Zent Ivany as he had to serve the too many men on the ice penalty. Off to the right of the goal, it'll be a face-off. Connor Cole takes it against Simmons. Cole wins it back to the line from Menko. Quick shot. Steered aside there by Gilmore into the corner. Back to the line for Davidson. He keeps it in, chips it past Kruger. Trying to hold it in there. Taylor uses the line for Davidson. James Davidson shot, can't put it through. Hannon with a backhand pass, can't make it through the net. Nice play by Davidson to hold it in at the line. Toros, it's all Toros right now on this power play. Simmons trying to backhand it out. He can't find a way to get it out. Cole with a shot, that got blocked there into the corner by McLaughlin. Cole trying to get on the loose puck. 1:38 left to go here. Connor Cole trying to throw it in front, using every part of his body to try and get it for Taylor. Trent Taylor tries to get away, and he tries to ring it around the boards for Simmons. Simmons gets the opportunity to go, and he will short-handed. Simmons, the 3-on-1, the odds are against him, but he's still into the zone. Throws it at the net wide. Taylor on the loose puck. Trent Taylor starting from center. Drop pass was in the feet there of Cole. He'll still try and get to the loose puck before Palella. That went past Simmons into the corner for Taylor. Taylor trying to take advantage of that bounce, but he's got to try and spring away from Babcock and Palella. Simmons, sorry. Perot taking against Palella, trying to get the puck free from Palella. Parker Rudler throwing it out of front, taken away by a Pickering player. In the last minute of play, 40 seconds left to go here in the second period. And there's another penalty as the man was taken down out of front. It'll be a two-man advantage for 29 seconds as Rudler was taken down from behind. Opportunity knocks now for the Toros. 38 seconds left to go here in period number 2. Jackman with the brakes on, trying to set it up on a two-man advantage. Jackman, loose puck back to the line for Perot. Perot's moving it around well. Back for Perot again from the face-off circle. Jackman has dropped back to the line. Howard throwing in front. Up three. Big save there for Gilmore. And a rebound out of front. Cameron Ryan just got robbed out in front by Gilmore on the one-timer. It keeps it up 2-2. Toros trying to drop the perfect play to end period number 2. We're tied here at 2 in the second period. Express put Pickering up 2-1, but Jack Hannon was able to answer with a power play goal before it expired to tie things up at 2 on a breakaway goal. Bolin brings it around the boards for Kruger, trying to chip it out. Aiden Howard, or Hazleton was able to keep that one in. Big play there by Jackman. The first penalty to Zent Ivany is over. And the Toros can't get one more opportunity to end the second. We'll go to the third the same way we went into this game, all tied up. Toros get the opportunity to start on a third period power play as the penalty to end period number 2 to Simmons got taken into the other end. Trying to chip it out. Gets it up there for Perot as he comes up into the zone. Perot chips it up there, trying to get into the zone for an opportunity. Throws out the net, stopped there by Gilmore, and there's a rebound out of front that the Toros can't cash in on. Draw coming off to the right of the goal, trying to win that draw. Pickering come up with a loose puck. Knocked down by Hazleton. Jack Hazelton with a pass there for Kevin Ryan as he comes up into the zone. Throwing it out front. Tried to find Perot, but the pass was broken up. Tipped down the ice. Hazelton will pick it up in his own end. Trying to pick it up there. Got pressured on there by number 89. They dump it past Bolin down the ice. It won't have enough for icing as Bolin is going to touch it up in his own end. He does fire past Maddox. That's going down the ice. And it's got 30 seconds left on the Toros power play. Hazelton with a nice move to escape the check of Neldon behind the goal as they move it up through center. Coming up into the zone was Parker Rusler, but the pass is broken up. There's Hazelton who tried for some extra moves, taken away by Despress. Despress with a nice move around Howard, but still on the loose puck. Despress gets away. Drop pass. Bolin and Despress playing touch with the puck. That'll do it for the penalty to Simmons. So the Pickering Panthers have killed off a two-man advantage, and this game stays at 2-2. Fleming trying to change it, rolls it in on goal. Stopped there by Galton in the glove. He'll hold it for a face-off. Get a draw up to the left of Galton. Fleming trying to win that scramble draw. Toros get away with it. Sabruzzi and Jackman. The 2-on-2 rush up in over the blue line. Ben Sabruzzi gets away. Shot. Right pad stop. Kicks it into the corner by Gilmore. Jackman picks it up. Try to go back to the line. Gets taken away by Pickering. As they come up into the zone, it gets chipped by Ford. Coming up into the zone is Neld with a shot. Stopped there by Galton in the glove. We're approaching 2 minutes of play here in the third period. The first 2 minutes of the third. We're tied here at 2. Trying for the wraparound. Head Kruger with a backhand from Zentivany. He got blocked. Goes into the corner for Sear. Connor Sear trying to chip it out. Zentivany keeps it in there at the line. And now it gets kept in by Babcock, who rolls it in on goal. Got high stick down by Sabruzzi. It goes into the corner. Toros trying to get it with Sabruzzi. Ben Sabruzzi getting hooked off the puck. Here comes Jackman into the zone. He's got to get around Kaneko. He chips it into the corner. Chips it back in behind the net. Simmons on the other side will pick that up for Pickering and try and get it out. He tried stick handling it. Couldn't get it out of the zone. Jackman tries to chip it in deeper. Davidson holds it in for Cole. Connor Cole tried for the quick shot on the forehand, couldn't shoot it. Goes kept in by Davidson. Davidson shot, hit the front, they score! Jackson out in front of the net, I think got his stick on that. Tipped it in past Gilmore, and makes it 3-2. I believe that it was a redirection by Jackman on Davidson's shot, and it changed direction on Gilmore to give the Toros a 3-2 lead. Cole trying to dig it back behind the net. If that does go to Jackman, that's 2 goals in the last 2 games. That goes behind the net. Hannon trying to get to the loose puck. Hannon trying to put it behind the goal. Trying to knock Palella off the loose puck and behind the net. Knock turned over there to Taylor. Kept in by Davidson at the line. As they try and get it out, kept in by Taylor. Trent Taylor gets away. Trying to shoot the puck. Rolls it in on goal, goes behind the net for Cole. Taylor with some nice moves behind the net, trying to get away from Palella. Pickering trying to get it out of the zone. With a late pass, got knocked down at center by Connor Cole, puts it back in behind the net. Taylor getting taken off his feet. Here comes Cole with an opportunity, trying to set up Hannon in front, and he couldn't as he got taken down. Tapped in by Davidson at the line. His shot got blocked. And it's a 2-on-1 the other way. Neld is joining the rush. Pass there for Neld. Try for a backhand. Roll wide of the net. They try and jam it in. Not going to work. Tries for the wraparound. And that was Fleming that tried the wraparound. And it was unsuccessful. Neld trying to dig it free along with Fleming and behind the net. Connor Cole behind the net. Lost it behind the goal. Menko trying to hold off Fleming. Fleming walks it out in front with some nice moves. Sets up Lassitz, but Lassitz's shot goes wide. Going back to the line for Palella. Palella finds Neld, and Neld gets taken down by Davidson. Trying to chip it out there is Taylor. They can't get it out of the zone. As Pickering are putting on the pressure now, trying to look for the equalizer. Toros have their first lead since the first period, when Nicholas Perot opened up the scoring. with a lead pass at center. They pick it up on the backhand. Maddox switched it in behind the net. He was able to guide that puck into the corner. There's Despress taking it free. Despress has Lassitz and Zentivany. Nice play there by Maddox to knock Zentivany off the puck. Rizzler tries to get away. Tucker Rizzler couldn't get around the sides of Babcock. Babcock takes it back behind the net. They're up to center. Went over the stick there of number 88. There's Lassitz on the loose puck. Lassitz backhand shot. Can't get it through. He fanned on it. Pro up through center with Rizzler. Nicholas Pro can't get around. Kruger at the line. Stepping it back in. We're under 10 minutes left to go here in the game. Pro is holding on to a 3-2 lead. Jackman has the winner so far. Trying to get around Kaneko. Kept in by Kruger. Fleming tries to get away. He got to get around Connor Sears back behind the net. Trying to keep it in there. Babcock at the line. Babcock shot. Hops in wide of the net. Back into the corner for Sears. Tries to ring it around the boards. And he dumps it down the ice. It's going to roll all the way down and have enough muscle for icing. Another drop coming off to the right of the Toros end. Zentivany lost it to Cameron Ryan. Sear takes it back behind the net. Trying to ring it around the boards. He got knocked down there by number 89. He uses the line for McLaughlin. McLaughlin over there. Quick shot. Hit that front. Stopped there by Dalton. There's a rebound out in front of the net. They're trying to backhand it in. Not going to happen. Kept in by McLaughlin. McLaughlin shot tipped by Cameron Ryan as he tried to block that shot, but Dalton was able to make the left pad stop on that. It's stuck in behind the net. Cole's got the loose puck with Jackman coming up. Logan Jackman from center puts it into the zone. Trying to get around the check of Boland. Sweeps it into the corner. Trying to hold it in there is Davidson. Pickering come up with the loose puck. Zentivany trying to get on the loose puck now is number 89. He dumps it up there for Neld trying to get away. Neld trying to on the backhand. Drop pass. Rolled into the corner as that shot missed the net. McLaughlin chips it down low for Neld. Davidson on the loose puck trying to use the boards and get it out. So Pup able to dump it all the way past the defenseman Boland with a nice pass for number 89 coming up into the zone. There's Boland on the loose puck coming up in, taking off his feet. Cole trying to find the loose puck and he does. Got it there for Taylor. Davidson getting around Lassitz. Cole trying to put it into the zone. It's stuck there, I believe, at the Pickering bench where we can't see the puck right now. Finally comes free to the toes. Jack Hannon winds up with a shot. Just missed the top shelf. He was trying to pick that right corner. Just missed it. Kept in by Davidson. Davidson holds the line with a nice play. And now the opportunity to try and throw it at the net. Went wide of the goal. Cole trying to get away. Throw it out in front. Here's the other side. Sabrizi. Or tried to find Taylor, sorry. The pass was out of his reach. Davidson trying to keep it in. Can't do it. But Davidson was able to hold him off there at the line. Swept past everybody down the ice. First one trying to get it is Menko with a nice defensive play versus Lassitz. Nice play by Thomas Menko. Connor Cole trying to come up into the zone. It's stuck there at the face-off circle. Coming up into the zone now and over the blue line is Babcock. Babcock going to the backhand, now to the forehand. He uses the line for Zentivany. His shot's off block. Nice play there by Taylor to block that. And now they cleared it. And Zentivany took his man down. And now we're going to get a penalty because of that. And it'll be a third penalty of the game coming up here to Zentivany. Pickering actually got away with a couple of penalties before that, but he got caught red-handed there as Zentivany took down his man at the blue line. So he'll serve 2 minutes or less if the Toros can convert on this power play. They've got the hammer now and a 3-2 lead as they try and drive a nail home. Coming up through center now is Kaneko. Kaneko puts it into the zone. Kaneko short-handed, tries to shoot it, stripped off his stick. Kaneko still on the loose puck. Here's Simmons going to the back end. Didn't like the way he was going. It got taken off his stick. And another interference call. Kaneko took his man down, which was Maddox. Here's Perot into the zone. Perot comes up over the blue line, takes a shot, and that got kicked aside with a right pad of Gilmore back behind the net. Nice play there. He knocked it down and was able to stay at the line. Parker Rizzo was able to knock down that clearing attempt and was able to keep it in the Pickering end. Aiden Howard trying to throw it in front for Perot, and the pass got broken up. Coming back the other way through center, trying to start something short-handed with some nice moves. Simmons is on his own now, and he stopped there with the left pad of Dalton with a huge save. He followed Simmons right around to the left of the net, came up with a left pad stop. Gave Simmons no room to stuff that puck into the goal. It goes back behind the goal. Babcock trying to get it out, and he was able to fire it past Hazelton. Maddox trying to hold it, got stripped off his stick as he tried to get it past Fleming, who dumps it into the corner. We're under 5 minutes left to go here in an entertaining game at the Garnet B. Rickard Recreation Complex. 3-2 Toros lead. Sabrizi gets taken off his feet, but there's no penalty on the call. The goal scorers for Pickering belongs to Lassitz and Despress, and the Toros goal scorers, that goes to Perot, Jack Hannon, and Jackman so far with the winner. Sabrizi puts it over there for Sear. Connor Sear with a pass trying to get it into the zone. It got broken up and chipped in as they try and keep it back in the Pickering end. 3:40 left to go. Kept in there by Cameron Ryan. Cameron Ryan turns around with a backhand pass. Jackman turns around with a shot. That got blocked. And another rebound on the front. That one gets chipped into the glove of Gilmore for a face-off. Face-off off to the right of the goal. A big offensive job for the Toros. Trying to win it is Cole. Connor Cole trying to dig it free. And he does put it into the corner for Hannon. Jack Hannon throws it in front. Big save there by Gilmore, who was up against the post to stop that opportunity for Connor Cole right in front of the net. So we'll get another draw coming off to the right of the goal. 3:22 left to go, and we're going to get a timeout, I believe, for Pickering. So we'll take a break here at the Garnet B. Rickard with the Toros up by a goal. Big offensive draw after the timeout. Toros trying to win that draw. Connor Cole lost it to Zentivany in the defensive end. They can't get it out of the zone on that high pass. Lassitz trying to find the loose puck. Can't get it past Taylor as Lassitz took a whack there at Taylor trying to get on the loose puck. Taylor trying to get away in the corner. Pickering on the loose puck with Neld. A nice pass up there for Lassitz as he tries to get away. He's not going to go anywhere as he got held up there by the Toros. Picked up in their own end with Gage Ford. Ford will dump it into the zone. Pass got broken up. Hannon trying to get it out, and he'll dump it down the ice past Babcock. That's going to roll all the way down. Not having enough for icing. Taylor will be the first one on the loose puck. Taylor tried to throw it out of front. Gets away. Trying on the backhand. Can't get it through. Still on the loose puck. Taylor, shot. Got blocked out of front. And Perot tries for a backhand. Rolls it in on goal. The Toros can't find that loose puck in front of the net. Gage Ford on the loose puck. And you got to give it up for... Here goes Despress. Big opportunity. Throws it in the net. Tipped wide of the goal. What an opportunity there at the side of the net. There for Pickering. I believe that was Lassitz at the side of the net that tipped it wide. Coming up now is Babcock. Nice drop pass. Winding up there is Lassitz. He can't get it through. There's a rebound at the front. Not for long. Drew Dalton's got it. Pickering going all out. Gilmore's gone to the bench for the extra attacker. It'll be 6-on-5. Connor Cole take it against Zentivany. Push shot. Simmons couldn't shoot it as it hopped over his stick. Toad just trying to get it out. Get it past Babcock. Trying to get there is Perot. Not going to get it before Babcock. Babcock from center. Comes up into the zone. Babcock dropped it back to the line for Simmons. Simmons tried to shoot the puck. Takes it to the net. Stripped off his stick. Perot trying to chip it out. kept in by Bolin at the line. Bolin shot got blocked there by Connor Cole, dumps it down the ice, and it's going to go for icing. So it's another draw back in the Toros end off to the right of Dalton. Zent Ivany will take it against Connor Cole. Won there by Pickering. A big offensive win. Simmons tries to walk it out of front. He can't shoot it. Neld tries to. He can't get it through the net. And Babcock can't keep it in. The Toros were able to sweep it away. 1:08 left. Back behind the net. Forward tries to ring it around. Neld is going to be there to knock that down. Neld puts it into the corner. Zent Ivany was out in front, but the pass was broken up. Toros trying to get away with Davidson. Davidson had it hacked off his stick. Still sweeps it away down the ice. And it goes for icing as Davidson was able to ice the puck down the ice. 47.7 seconds left. That's all that stands between the Toros and a 3-2 victory. Thrown at the net. That gets blocked. Rebound out of front. Great pass stopped there by Dalton as he stopped Fleming out in front. It's all Pickering right now, looking for the tire. Kruger, strong backhand. Left pass stopped there from Dalton. Kick to the side. And Express uses the line for Babcock. His shot's going nowhere. Connor Cole trying to get it out. Cameron Ryan's going to try it now. Cam Ryan chipped it out at center. And it comes out over the zone. There's Babcock at center. Cam Ryan lost his stick. Babcock goes to the net. He's got a man going there. Stopped there by Dalton as he tried to stuff it in. Babcock behind the net. 10 seconds left. Toros trying to keep him behind the goal. Trying to walk it out of front. Kruger on the backhand. That's not going through. Kaneko, sorry. Rebound out of front goes wide of the net. And they score! They score before the buzzer. And that's going to be the end of this one. We tied at 3. Heartbreaker for the Toros. They are 1.1 seconds away from leaving with a 3-2 victory, but Pickering were able to tie things up, and that's the way it's going to end. It was a loose puck at the side of the net that Pickering were able to cash in on, and the Toros and Pickering again will end in a tie. It was 2 big points the Toros had to have. That was a heartbreaker there at the end, but they still were able to come out with a point with a big tie here against Pickering. The next game will be on Saturday when they play another huge game against Ajax. Another big game that will mean a lot in the standings. So have yourself a great night and stay classy, Clinton. I'm the voice of MJ Broadcasting, Mike Jackman.